know. I was thinking about that, but I was also like, I think she's busy.
There's no way she's free. There's no way.
Maybe another day.
Maybe after break.
Yeah.
Her schedule's different.
Next time.
We can do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There we go.
All right.
Hello.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back to World Class Athlete.
We're in a new place.
Yeah, a new location has been unlocked.
Yeah, so we are in my house. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of weird.
We've now been to 3 locations, I guess, because
Yeah.
we've been to Jess's house.
Yeah.
And now yours, and then my apartment, of course. Wow.
We're traveling out here.
World travelers.
Okay. You want to go onto your mic?
Yeah, this is my tile from the Donald W. Reynolds Stadium. Just so you know, I did not destroy any property to get this. It was already off of the wall and had been since last year because it was the same tiles that I saw sitting there from last year in the same pile. So I just grabbed one and I bleached and alcoholed and scrubbed this thing so many times. There's no pathogens to be found on this thing.
It's clean, guys. We swear.
Anyone could lick this and would not, like, nothing would happen.
Impressive.
And I'm not going to lick it because texture-wise, that kind of freaks me out. But
yeah,
you could if you wanted to.
If you wanted to.
Yes.
Mine is a Bobby Petrino Christmas ornament that I had my mom make me in honor of him coming back to Arkansas football.
In a shocking twist.
Yeah, in a turn of events, he's back. But we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
You got a song?
I actually do this time.
Oh, look at you
I
go.
know. The Great War by Taylor Swift. Because I think it's very... Because one, we survived the Great War of Arkansas football this season. Somehow.
It was a war.
And we survived the Great War of camping out for the Duke game. And also storming the court, which was a survival, survival situation.
Bad.
We can get into that in a minute too.
I think mine would be Lavender Haze by Taylor Swift. Not new or profound, it's been out for a while, but I've been listening to it recently. It's come up on the shuffle. So that's what we're going with. It always hits, you know? So
Do you see she confirmed that her and Travis were dating before she went to the game? I mean, we knew.
Yeah,
like,
well, I mean, like, obviously.
I like that she was like, oh yeah. I mean, we were.
well, obviously, homegirl. Like, we're not stupid. Yes. We assumed if he bought a new house, like, a month after you guys came out later, publicly, like, you guys had to be dating before that.
I like that she was like, yeah, we were hanging out.
Okay.
Sure. More than hanging, but all right.
Yeah. They were together.
Yes. Okay. We have a lot of basketball news.
Thank God. Better than football.
Yeah, like good. Mostly good.
Yes.
I mean, okay, starting with the Bahamas, not as good.
No.
It was actually pretty bad.
The fact that we were struggling against Stanford was insane.
Okay, but it's the fact that to start off the entire trip, they were 5 hours late.
Yeah.
And they didn't get to practice because their plane was 5 hours late. That's so sad. Like,
it is still something that would happen to them. Planes hate the Hogs, just
I also
like the
don't
refs.
understand why they couldn't take the university's plane. Like if
what
they
were
had
you
their
using it
if
for?
they had their passports and everything in order, like why did they have to go through general like normal people customs?
Normal people customs.
You know what I mean?
Probably because these are like 22-year-old boys.
But we have a plane.
We do
Why
have a
not
plane.
use it? They use it for other stuff.
Maybe it was in use.
Maybe.
I don't know
what for.
Maybe I couldn't tell you what they're using our plane for, but
maybe they only use it for domestic flights. Because I know they took it to Vegas. I know they took that thing to, or at least they chartered one. I don't know if they took the university's one, but like you could charter a flight to the Bahamas.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe there's just more paperwork.
Yeah, they could have like gone to Dallas and taken a JSX flight. Only holds 30. Sorry, no, you're good. But yeah, I know that the fact that it started off that rough. It's also funny because it's like the whole team was late, but then Danielle Musselman got there before everyone else.
Yeah.
And so she went like to the Exuma Islands. She went and saw the pigs. Like she went and did her thing.
She should.
Which the team was supposed to do that day.
She said, "Oh, they're not here and everything's already booked.
I'm gonna go see the piggies." Like
someone might enjoy it.
If our piggies can't be here, might as well go see
some pigs.
Yeah. Also, oh my gosh, my shorts popped.
That was loud. There's no way that did not pick up on the mic. There's just gonna be a pop in the episode.
It was literally this shoulder right here. I like barely turned my arm and it was... But anyways, so my mom and I were talking about, because she was like, we thought that the basketball court in the Bahamas was not actually at Atlantis, because there is a basketball center on Nassau, which is like the main island.
Yeah.
And so we thought they were having to travel. No, they turned a ballroom into the basket. I was like, yeah. It's just, I was shocked because that is in the middle of Atlantis in like the big building, I'm pretty sure. And like, I hope it's on the ground floor. Because imagine if it was on like a second floor.
You're gonna walk up all these stairs.
Well, just you hear like basketball noises like echoing downstairs.
People are just trying to have dinner in like this nice
and
restaurant.
The floor is rattling.
And then
the walls
all
are
of a sudden
shaking.
You just hear like the shot clock buzzer just
Those poor aquarium animals having to hear basketball noises because they have so many. It's like one of the largest aquariums in the world. Like,
poor flounder out there, just like, what is?
I'm thinking of the manta rays. Like, those things probably communicate through echolocation. Like,
probably those poor dolphins up in there were stressing. Anxiety was high if that was the case.
We were talking also about how they showed like sea lions at one point, and my mom goes, "Since when do they have sea lions? Like, they did not have those when we were there last." I was like, "Mom, that's not..." Because they showed, like, it wasn't our players, but I think another team went and saw the sea lions or something. And so I looked it up, and I was like, no, they were there. We just didn't see them.
No, they've been there, actually.
I was like, they were by the dolphins, but we went and saw the dolphins. And she was like, oh.
Oh, it's fine.
We should have seen the sea lions.
It's like,
okay, Renee.
Dolphins, sea lions?
Yes. But also, my favorite thing, well, there's two things. One, they called us the Bahama Hogs. When Bahogmas was right there.
Bahogmas. I did think about it. I'm not going to lie.
Because they said, like, what was it they said last year? It was like, it wasn't Hogwaii, but it was something like that.
Yeah, on the lines, yeah.
It was like, gosh, what did they call it?
I don't remember, but I thought about Bahogmas.
Yeah.
In the same way that we do like Omahogs for baseball.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
put hog in the middle of the word, guys. What are we doing?
Exactly. It's right, like Baha. Just add the G, and it's
literally
like
it's there.
It's right there. But also the video of them, like, they at least got to enjoy the water park, and so they showed the lazy river.
Yes.
That lazy river is not a lazy river. Actually, there's like rapids in it, and there's also a little like conveyor belt thing that leads you up and then drops you.
They didn't show those clips.
On a tube. I know, but like, I just really wish that we could have seen them like do that part because it would have been really hilarious. Funny. But I did appreciate that they posted a little vlog, and also the like whenever they're walking around, there's like the little descriptions that says their name. I think it was like Caliph that was scared of the slide, which it is I've never gone down it because I'm terrified of it. It's one of those ones that goes like straight down. Yeah. It's literally called the leap of faith.
Yeah.
Horrifying. But it said like his name and then it said scared of slides or something.
I know.
And then there was one of Devo and it was like, Devo likes beluga whales.
I saw that.
Whoever edited that, I want to be friends with.
Little social media intern was having so much fun with that one. Like, pop off.
And then Cade just starts vlogging and starts passing the phone around. And who was it? He was trying to hand it to someone and I think it was like Keon intercepted it or whatever. Yeah. I was like, what is going on?
I thought it was funny. My dad made a joke after the Stanford game. He was like, yeah, I bet their water park privileges get revoked.
Didn't we? We beat Stanford, right?
Yeah,
and then we lost to Memphis or something, but barely.
Yeah, but barely. Like we should have.
Yeah,
should have.
Also, feel horrible for Jalen Graham. The fact that he just wasn't allowed to try.
He just didn't get to
go. I mean, I know his back was hurting, but y'all don't think that a trip to the Bahamas couldn't have fixed that? Like,
little R&R.
Put that dude in the hot tub and just let him go for a couple days. His skin might get a little pruny, but, his back would have been healed.
His back, it would have stopped.
Rub some Bahamian sand on it and,
it would have fixed it.
Let him swim with a dolphin.
It would have worked.
Come on. And then Tremont Marker hurt his back while he was there.
Yeah.
A lot of back problems.
That just had to be... Imagine not being able to go to the Bahamas because of your back.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like he's like, tore an ACL, shattered my knee.
I feel like even if it
my
was an ACL,
hurts.
they would have been like, yeah, come on.
You can come. Literally.
But no, it was a back strain. If they had just put the little back massager thing on him on the flight, he probably would have been fine. Put a little pillow back there.
Right. A little icy hot on there, he'd been okay.
He would have been fine.
It would have been all right.
But it would suck if you're just like, they're like, you can't
You're not coming. I would hate to be the person that had to have that conversation with him. Just be like, he's like, oh yeah, we're going to the Bahamas. And then someone's like, hey, actually,
we are. Yeah.
I just know they sent some poor intern in to tell him that one.
It was probably the athletic trainer, honestly, which even worse.
The coaches probably came to the athletic and be like, hey, you need to tell him?
Yeah.
So we don't have to.
Oh. Hopefully it was the team doctor, because he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
But
poor guy.
I felt so bad for him. And then I felt bad for Tremont. We're also talking about, so in the Bahamas, on Nassau, they have 2 hospitals. They have a public one and a private one. And the public one is like the really old rundown, but it's free to them.
Yeah.
And the private one is like the really nice one with probably American doctors who went to school there and all this stuff. And they have the nice care. And so after Tremont got hurt, my mom and I were both like, do you think you went to the public or the private hospital? Hopefully the private.
I think we pay enough in parking passes that they can afford to take them to the private one.
Afford the private hospital.
I feel like they can.
After they won the Stanford game, I was like, they're surviving right now off of rock lobster and and butter and conch fritters. That's what they're fueling right now.
What they're feeding them out there.
Yeah.
Poor guys.
Hey, that's the dream.
Makes you a little sluggish.
Probably.
It's not
a big old lobster tail drowned in butter. I mean, yeah.
Delicious. Not what athlete nuts to fuel him before a game,
a little side of pasta, some carbs.
That'd been
all good.
Balance out.
I wonder what I've never thought of, what the protein of a lobster, you know what I mean? Because it's you got, steak and chicken.
Right.
And, even, salmon or something, people are like, yeah, protein. But,
a lot.
What are the macros of a lobster tail?
I can't imagine that it's a lot. I'm going to be honest.
But also, what could it be? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Protein. 71 calories for a tail of lamb. That's not bad. No wonder they drown them in butter.
Yeah.
16.5 grams of protein. 0 fat, 0 carb. Dang. We should be eating more lobster.
More than I thought.
I should be living in the Caribbean or Maine right now. Not Maine. The Caribbean would be so much better than Maine.
Maine's a little too cold.
Maine is a lot too cold
for me.
And wet.
Yeah.
It rains a lot up there. And it's just humid, but cold humidity.
Yeah. Good lobster, though.
Yeah, true. And cheap.
Yeah. But
what I wouldn't do for a hot lobster roll right now. That was one of the things I kept thinking about every time we were watching the Bahama tournament. I was like, what I wouldn't do to be there. Just eating lobster, taking the lazy river with the boys, going, maybe I would even do the leap of faith just to prove that I'm better than a basketball player at something.
Yeah.
Just
so fair.
A spite ride down the slide.
Spite ride. You would.
I would. Yeah, no.
It'd be your only personality for 2 more weeks after that.
If I was there, I saw that video, I was like, I would be like, I bet that I can do this and you can't. I wouldn't. I would be like, I bet I'm doing it.
I'll do it right now.
I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Last time we were there, I was 17, and I was still like, maybe when I'm an adult.
1 year away. Maybe next year.
Also, the line was really long.
Yeah, that was the reason.
And why would you want to wait like 30 minutes for something like that? Because
the anxiety would just
you're just psyching yourself up the whole time. Like I would have to do it with a short line where it's like I don't have to think about it.
Right. I need to be the first one up there, and they just drop me down that slide. Yeah. And there's no thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. My dad's done it.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
Was it a long line?
Probably, because I remember crying because I thought he was going to get eaten by a shark. Because I thought the sharks were just in there.
In there.
They're not.
He's just sliding down the side of the sharks.
They're just around. Also, the sharks that are in there are like nurse sharks. Yeah. So they're not doing nothing. They're just laying there. Some of them lay on top of the tubes.
I would if I was a shark in there.
Yeah.
I'd probably be fascinated with all little people sliding down underneath me.
There's a slower one that is like you ride a tube that goes through the same tank. Yeah. And it's like square shaped tube. Tube that you go through, and so since it's flat, you'll just be going, and there's the stomach of a nurse shark above you.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you should go sometime.
Yeah. Next weekend, you free?
Hey, 2025. when the time comes back around, maybe a little Bahama trip can be in the works.
Well,
I might be in medical school, but no big.
I might be starting law school. We'll work on it.
We'll figure it out.
Logistics, we'll get it.
But overall, the Bahamas were not a good time for the Hogs, except for maybe the lazy river.
Yeah.
That was about it.
But we came back playing better than ever.
Oh, yeah. And we crushed Duke.
Ha 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 ha.
We won. My favorite thing is people were like, this is Arkansas Super Bowl, which everyone said that about Purdue. So if everyone else is our Super Bowls, then maybe we are the Super Bowl. Yeah. Because y'all keep saying that about every team we play. Just saying. Like, we are the Super Bowl. Anyways, but, like, everyone was like, Arkansas sucks. Like, they lost to UNCG, which, like, yeah, okay, facts.
Yeah, fair point.
They flopped in the Bahamas tournament. Okay, well, they were 5 hours late, and they didn't get to practice, so...
Big word,
They still fought to the end.
Yeah.
But it's like all these Duke fans were like, it's gonna suck. They kept posting pictures of us camping out, being like, look at what they're doing for us because we're like the best. And then we just didn't blow a lead like at all. I think they led maybe like once for the first 5 minutes, and like that was pretty much it.
Yeah. It was a good game. It was
a stressful game.
It was a very stressful game. I think it was the teams were very evenly matched, and I think that made it really entertaining.
Which Duke fans were also mad about because they're like, this is the worst we've ever played. We can't believe we'd stoop so low. Okay, Arkansas's not bad.
Yeah, what do you want?
I don't know what you mean.
What do you want?
Like, we're a good team.
Yeah, maybe you're confusing our football and our basketball team together. Basketball wins, okay? We win in that.
People get mad at us for flexing our track team. Sorry we have the most national championships.
Sorry we're
Don't
winning.
know what to tell you. But yeah, no. Duke fans were so mad at us.
There were also a lot more Duke fans that came to the game than I thought there were going to be, just based on how far like Duke is.
Part of it, though, is that Duke has been such a big name in basketball, is that there's just a lot of people that are Duke basketball fans. Which
it was easy to spot them in the crowd, though.
Yeah,
because we were white out and they were all that blue. They stood
horrible
out.
Blue.
It was bad.
I wonder what it was like if it was like a Duke fan who didn't really know anything about Arkansas hearing us call the Hogs for the first time, especially in that Bud Walton environment where it was so loud.
It was incredibly loud the entire game.
Breaking the sound barrier. My watch kept getting mad at me, telling me I was in too loud of an environment. Which, probably.
Yes,
I should have been.
No, I think it was such a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
It was worth the camping.
It was worth the camping.
People are also mad that we stormed the field. Okay, sorry we camped for 30 hours. Like, it was a treat.
Yes.
After all of
it was like a reward.
All of the torment that we went through camping in 30-something degree weather.
I'm sorry, the school can afford the fine that we caused them. You knew it was going to happen. Let it go. It was fun.
We needed that.
hadn't been home in days, okay? I was getting on that court.
Yeah. Was it terrifying?
Yes.
Yeah. Did I think I was going to get trampled a couple times?
Yes.
Yeah. That's why I just koala'd onto someone else. I just, like, grabbed on and didn't fall over.
You just hoped and prayed, actually. I was praying the whole time, trying to get down on my court. I was like, please don't let me fall. Please don't let me fall.
I don't want to get trampled.
I don't want to get trampled. They're going to break my spleen. I don't know.
It'll be like, so at the Auburn game, whenever people stormed, the reason... I wasn't on the court for that game, but, like, we stayed and watched. The reason they made people clear out was for a medical emergency. I was like, that's not happening to me. Like,
it is not going to be me.
I'm not going to be the reason they tell us to go home.
It will not
because
be me.
Ambulance is coming to get me. Like,
cool story. However, also embarrassing.
Truly.
Like, being the one person that falls.
Yeah. No, it was not going to happen to me. But
it was a fight to get down there. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it was.
I'd say overall, good game. I think the only thing we could do better is not have that big of a game on a Wednesday at 8:15.
Yeah, truly.
A Friday or a Saturday would have been just fine.
Yeah, who in scheduling was like, this is a good idea, midweek.
Like, we should play Duke.
8:15 p.m.
Wednesday at 8:15.
Yeah.
What?
I didn't go to bed till 2:30 in the morning. I have a story about that. I don't know if I should. We can cut it if I have to. I'll tell them in a second. But we'll talk about camping first.
Okay.
My neck and back have been in pain ever since. Like, it's been so tight. I don't know. I did wake up and my back was a little sore, but I didn't expect my neck to start hurting.
I had my air mattress
the tension from the game.
Yeah. Camping was good. We had a pretty good setup. We had 2 tents right next to each other. And
we're sandwiched between two giant, massive, like, 20-person tents. Yeah. Which was kind of nice. It was kind of comforting almost. It was kind of like, oh, we're just like, we're in
Our
here.
Our tents were not moving.
Yeah.
We're like staying between those 2 tents.
Yeah. But got a little chilly.
It did get a little cold.
But it wasn't that bad, honestly. It was kind of fun.
It was fun.
Would do it again.
Yes.
Maybe in warmer weather, but, like, you know.
But also, like, what if it's too warm and then you got to sleep outside and then you're just, like, dying hot?
Yeah, just laying with an open sleeping bag.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no. And I don't know, it was just fun. They, like, handed stuff out. Mm-hmm. Coach Mike Neighbors threw corn dogs at us from the basketball training facility's balcony. That was fun. One got stuck in a tree.
It was just a whole community of us out there. It was fun.
They gave us pancakes on a stick for breakfast. We had a lot of foods on sticks.
Yeah. Convenient, easy to serve, you know.
Apparently they had food trucks. I mean, I know they did. I saw them, but we didn't get stuff from them.
They had porta potties out there. Those porta potties were pretty clean, but we were also by the garden, so there's a pavilion with an actual bathroom, which was nice.
Seats were cold.
Water in those faucets were cold.
But it was worth it for a real toilet. Running water.
Yeah. We were taking it.
Yeah, I would have walked to the Hyper before.
Yeah.
Using the same porta potties a little camping freshman frat boy was using.
They were clean. The porta potties were clean to begin with.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how they ended.
Like Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday afternoon.
But I was impressed with the amount of furniture that people were able to bring.
Yeah. People were bringing futons,
love seats, recliners, the whole 9. One guy in the tent next to us brought a painting to put up in his tent, like a piece of artwork from Hobby Lobby. Just to make it homey, is what he said. He said he wanted
a rug.
And a rug. He had a rug too. I was impressed. I don't know where he put the painting, but it was in there.
They also had a Razorback banner, like flag. Yes. I saw.
Yeah.
What else happened while camping?
There was one guy didn't even have a tent at all. Just sat in a metal folding chair.
Don't know what was up with that.
The entire time.
Why did he think that was a good idea?
But he stayed in it the entire time.
It was like that meme of Bernie Sanders at that like one thing where he was just like sitting like this. Like that's what the dude looked like. Mm-hmm. But there was also those other people that were right next to us that just brought a picnic blanket and then just wrapped up in more blankets. Why?
I just
don't know what about that was viable and or a good idea.
I don't, and like they were asleep too.
Yeah.
Like they fell asleep. Like I don't know how that happened.
They were just cocooned.
Maybe it was soothing. I don't know. They were swaddled up in there. Couldn't have been me.
No.
But
it was fun.
Overall, pretty good. Nothing really like weird happened while camping. Not really.
Not that we saw, anyway.
Yeah, not that we know.
Who knows what was going on?
Yes. A lot of news reporters.
Yeah, they woke us up at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
They were literally outside of our tent.
Interviewing the guy in the metal folding chair.
Yeah. Which, honestly, he probably deserved it after.
Yeah, no, for real.
Surviving the Great War of sleeping
in that chair.
No way that chair didn't get extra cold. Too.
Yeah, there's not even like a cushion on that thing. It's straight.
Just bring a plastic one.
Metal chair. Yeah, he didn't even have a lawn chair. I don't even know where he got the chair.
He probably just found it and was like, this will work.
Yeah, who knows?
But yeah, no. And then when he went to the other side of the tents to interview someone else.
Oh, yes. The reporter was like, and the vibes tonight in Bud Walton are going to be popping.
That was how he threw it back to the studio, which is
it was the funniest thing. It was like 7 a.m. We weren't out of our tents yet. And then he said that, and you just hear me cackle.
Yeah, we were like...
I guess this is a different one than Chola.
Emily and I were like, I wonder if they're awake. And then all of a sudden we hear Anna Kathleen start going... like giggling
because of
loudly,
the reporter.
And I was like, I hope the reporter heard her laughing at his joke.
It got me. I wasn't ready for it. I'd been up for like.
It was the fact that he said it with his reporter voice too.
That's what got me. It was just, I was up till 6 a.m. I was just kind of laying there, and then that's what you hear.
Yeah.
It was funny. It got me.
And then whenever Jess and I were packing up our stuff to like take it out of the campsite, another reporter came by and asked the group next to us, are any of you guys willing to do an interview about the hiring of Bobby Petrino? And Jess and I just both went, ooh. And she kind of looked at us, and then she still kept talking to the dudes. And I was like, okay, I see how it is. Women don't know anything about football. As if I don't remember where I was when the news broke about Bobby Petrino the first time.
Literally.
But whatever.
The uproar in every single class when we got the announcement that he was
I may have been like 10 years old and didn't really know what was going on, but I remember it.
But we know. It was a big deal.
Yeah. But okay, before we start talking about like Bobby or whatever, yes. I do want to tell my after the Duke game story. So after y'all left, mm-hmm. Jess and I met her friend who's an RA in Pomfret, and so we went and stayed in her room for like 30 minutes so the traffic would kind of clear up, and also just to like drink water, eat some goldfish, replenish ourselves.
For real.
Which was quite nice. So by the time I got home, it was like probably 12. Yeah. And then I desperately needed to take a shower because I was like disgustingly sweaty. Yeah. And probably a little, I don't know, I feel like I was sticky. Like, I don't know if like Coke was like around probably.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Dirty. So I did that. And so then I just was like, I'm not going to sleep right now. Like, whatever. So I just stayed up, and it was like 2:30. Right. It was like 2 a.m. And all of a sudden I hear very loud music with a deep bass playing outside my window, and I was like, okay, there's the basketball players, because they always listen to that. I don't know how their eardrums aren't busted, because
literally
it like radiates, which you can hear everything from my apartment. I think, I don't know if it's kind of like how when an amphitheater is built, the sound just like carries up to my apartment, or if it just like people down there can also hear what's on my TV at all times. If it's that,
the wall's just that big.
Yeah. It's more like my balcony.
Yeah.
Like, the ceiling's probably not great because my room is always cold. But, like, so I could hear that, and I was like, oh, I wonder what's up. And so I, like, peeked out the window, and they were all sitting in Cade's car, but there were also 2 other cars parked in that lot across by that gym or whatever that's over there. And so I knew those were basketball players, too, because I recognized one of the cars, and their lights were still on. But the music kept going for, like, they were in there for, like, 15 minutes. But I, like, peeked out, and I saw Cade, and then Baby Muscleman, and then I don't even know who else was in the back seat, but they were like stuffed in there. And then Cade got out to go talk to one of the guys in the other car, and so the music kept playing or whatever. So I was like, I'm just gonna crack my door,
like
my balcony door, just so I can listen in, see what's going on.
We're not nosy, but
it's funny. Like, I live there, I might as well.
Yeah.
And so I was like trying to hear what they were doing. They were kind of just like laughing and talking or whatever.
Right.
And then one of them gets out and starts peeing on the ground in front of my apartment. And I was like, I'm not looking out the window again. No. I don't want to see that.
No.
I just heard them start going, why is it so small? Like, I have no idea who it was.
They were out there blood with that one.
Yeah, they were like, dude, it's so tiny. Like, going after him. And so I was just like, first of all, Kate's apartment is right there.
Yeah, they could have gone to
go one flight up the stairs and use a real bathroom. But no. And then they're like, but I was like, you know what? He kind of deserves it for doing that. Like, public humiliation. Like, he deserved it.
He really said, oh, I can't hold it, actually.
Yeah, no.
That's wild.
I was like, what is going on?
Imagine being the person that forgot something in your car and you like woke up at 2 a.m. and was like, oh, I have to get it.
And
then you walk down there and there's just
imagine,
basketball player.
Because I feel like it was like, wouldn't be surprised if he was just doing it to that one tree that's right there.
Yeah.
Which is just straight up out in the open. Yeah. So imagine someone walks down the stairs and is just like, they're just staring at each other. Oh my gosh. No. My money's on, why am I forgetting the twin? His name?
Makai?
Yeah, Makai. I was like, I don't remember which one.
Which one?
Which one we still have. I fully forgot.
Which one we still have? Which one decided not to transfer?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel like it was Makai. But I don't, because Jess and I saw Makai whenever we're going back. When we first got back to my apartment, we parked in my garage and we're walking back.
Yeah.
And he and like some girl were like walking the opposite direction as us. So my money's on Makai, but I can't say that for sure because I wasn't gonna look.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't want to know.
No, but I was just like, at what? Foul.
It is foul. It is foul.
But also hilarious.
It's just the fact that they all started like. I imagine there were other people who were up at 2 and was like, what is this yelling? And then looked out their window and there was just a basketball player peeing on a tree and all of his friends making fun of him.
Yeah. It's so funny being a basketball fan because, like, I really don't like any of those guys, like, from living near them. Like, they're not that bad, but, like, they annoy me sometimes.
But they're peeing in the trees. So.
Yeah, but I really like basketball. It's like a love-hate relationship.
Yeah. So fair. So fair.
But yeah, no, I might cut that. I don't know. I haven't decided.
We might bleep some names. We don't really know.
I mean, you know, I didn't know who it was, so I can't really throw that. I do know Baby Mus and Cade were there. And I'm pretty sure I did see Makai, like, from the window when they were still in the car. When I first looked out the window to see what the heck was going on.
Okay, this is off topic. But Baby Mus has the same face as his dad.
Oh yeah, it's terrifying.
It's an identical copy, just like
and
younger.
The older brother too. They all kind of have like, I don't know. The genes were strong.
The genes were gening in that one because the same face. I knew it, but then I saw something. I think it was when they're at the Bahamas. Mm-hmm. Like there's a clip. And, like, you know, Baby Mus was sitting in the back row, like, they normally have them. And then, like, but, like, Mus was in front yelling something. And I just, like, saw both of them. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
The copy-paste right there. That was crazy.
But you know what? Jess and I saw him on a little run. When
she was telling me about this.
Yeah, we saw him on a little run when we were going to park my car for the last time before the game. He was running down Stadium Drive. Weird place to run, honestly.
Running on campus is foul. I'm not gonna
but
lie.
Especially down the hill on Stadium Drive. It's terrifying. What if you trip? You're just tumbling.
He said he probably ran up that hill. I was like, no, we're running down this sucker. Rest and recovery.
But bro was wearing like red, like running shorts, basketball shorts, whatever, and no shirt. Didn't know he was built like that, honestly. He looked into our windshield which was weird. Like,
what is with people staring into your windshield,
well, so we were like, I had to wait for him to turn as he was crossing the crosswalk too.
Oh yeah.
And so he was just like, look, like we both made eye contact with him because he was just looking, and we were both like, if we kind of looked at each other and we were like, didn't know he was built like that. He has a sleeper build. Like, wouldn't have expected.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah,
I guess.
I was shocked. I was like, okay, good for you, dude.
Good for you.
Good for you, bro. But yeah, no, that was a weird experience. And then, what was that? What else was I gonna say about him?
I don't know.
Oh, I looked him up on Instagram, and I was like stalking for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out he and Cade have been friends for like years.
Really?
Like he posted on Cade's birthday, and it was like a picture of them in like middle school or something on like a basketball team.
That's wild.
Because I was wondered. I was like, why would he come here from California? Like, why did Cade come here? And I guess he's just known the Musselmans for a long time. And so he wanted to play for Coach, even though it was like he wasn't necessarily going to play all the time.
Right. That's so fair.
I feel like, I don't know, that's kind of cool though. I feel like maybe he wouldn't have had that opportunity otherwise. So good for him. Good for you, Cade.
That's interesting. I didn't know they.
But yeah, I know. I saw that picture and I was like,
far back.
What?
It's a crossover episode, even though they work together. But it was still a crossover.
Still, yeah.
Wild.
Mm-hmm. The things you learn
by stalking
from basketball. They really put their business out there sometimes. Like, you don't,
They're not private people.
No. It's crazy. They're just like, they just put stuff out there and you're like, dude, don't you like worry about your privacy? Like,
tell me.
Apparently not.
Does Arkansas not media train you? Or
yeah, no, I was like, and then, so I don't follow Caliph Battle, but I looked him up on Instagram and he posted on a story. I was like, what is it? So he posted his snap code. So I added him. Obviously.
Right.
Didn't add me back, but he has a public profile.
Yeah.
And so he posted.
He was trying to boost up the public
the other day
profile.
on his Snapchat, on his Snap story, he posted, I think it was like Saturday, he posted a picture of just like out a car window and it said, I need all y'all to pull up to Top Golf tonight at 7. Like, he was like, hit me up. And I was like, what? You're posting location and time on your
homie, that's a safety hazard. What?
I was like, dude, you're like in grad school. You should know better. Like, we're the same age, I'm pretty sure. Maybe a year different. Like, you should know.
Is someone not talking to these guys about what to digital footprint, homies? Digital footprint.
I was like, what are you doing, dude? Oh, it made me laugh.
He's
in grad school.
Yeah.
Like, he's a beautiful man, I will say. I'm allowed to say that because we're probably the same age.
You can't say it about some other players.
He's a year younger than me, so yeah.
There you go.
Well, I also don't find like the younger ones look like literal children. So
that's because they are.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's nothing.
It's because they're freshly 18.
Exactly. Like there's nothing appealing about that.
I hope you wouldn't find that appealing.
No, but come on.
No,
he's a good looking dude.
Yeah, he is
with the braids. Good look. Anyways.
Yes.
But yeah, no, he posted time and location. I was like,
that can't be safe.
And then he posted another one that was just a black screen. I think this one was on his Instagram that same day that I was like looking. And it just said like, it was like, who wants to take me shopping or something like that. And I was like, do you not have NIL money?
Maybe not. Like, is Arkansas Edge not helping you out?
Are you looking for like a sugar mama right now? Like, I was like,
what is the vibe of this post?
Yeah, because he was like, who wants to take, it was like to a specific location too. It was like, who wants to take me like to a like luxury store or something. And I was like, what do you mean?
What do you mean do you not have a license?
Yeah.
Can you not drive? You're whopping 22. What do you mean, take me?
I was like, what do you mean you want someone else to take care of you? Like, bro, you got NIL money. Like, spend that.
You're telling me, I know you're getting a percentage of your jersey sales here. People at bottom?
Like, love you, dude, but what are you talking about? Like,
you telling me Arkansas Edge that your check just introduced, not helping you out?
I'm sure if you hit up Miss Hunt, she'd be like, oh yeah, I'll give you some money.
I'm sure she is.
But yeah, I was just like, it was just black screen, and that was all it said. And I was like, on your Instagram, bro? What are you?
I just know his DMs were wild after that one. There's no way.
His bros probably hit him up and were like,
take this down. What is
well,
this?
no, they probably were like, yo, that's the way to do it. Like, hyping him up for that.
That's
crazy.
I feel bad for whatever media PR person that works for whatever team that they're eventually going to go to that has to undo all this behavior.
Yeah.
And be like, you can't post dates and times and locations like this.
You're in the NBA.
They will hurt you.
But also, like, you have money.
Yeah.
You
can go.
You don't need other people's money now. Just go to Gucci on your own. Like,
poor person. And it's probably and the truth is, it's gonna be some 5'4", 23-year-old girl that has to talk to these guys that are making millions. And like, you can't post that. It's not good.
That's not safe. Don't do that.
You have to put on their daycare voice. Oh, no, my friends. That is not nurturing to our safety right there.
Let's see. I'm just going to look up his Instagram real quick. Let's see if he has anything out of pocket right now on his story.
Homie, digital footprint. These teams going to be looking at that.
Oh, he also calls himself Scooty. And his snap is Big HKE. Don't know what's up with that, but whatever. Oh, no. It was just... Bobby Bones. Bobby.
Okay, Bobby Bones is doing side quest out here.
Truly.
Because he is at anything and everything. That is...
Except he wasn't at the Duke game.
Yeah.
His in-laws were. Because my mom was giving me the, like, updates. Being like, oh, yeah, they're there. I'm like, I know we know them, but we don't know them that much. Like,
yeah, we don't know them well enough for you to tell me what am I going to do.
Go the updates.
See them?
He was just posting pictures of himself the same way that Ricky does sometimes.
Yeah, I mean,
but
fair
look
enough.
at his.
Gotta hype yourself up.
Oh, Ricky posted highlights.
Of course.
Dude, he's killing it in the G League.
Yeah.
Like 28 points yesterday. He had like 33 last week.
Still won't move him up.
One of the craziest dunks I've seen.
Yeah.
The other day. It was like so fast. He just like, he went like slammed it down as faster than I've ever seen before. I was like, geez, bro. There was no one around him too. I was like, you didn't have to do it.
He was just ready to
I guess he was really hyped up. I think it was like at the beginning of the game too. I guess he was just getting all those like jitters out or something.
Maybe.
But yeah, no.
Who knows?
Good for him, but I was like, whoa.
Calm down.
Yeah. Anyways, I feel like that's enough basketball talk.
42 minutes of basketball.
This is the basketball episode.
Guys.
Well, we've had a lot of basketball stuff go on.
Yeah, so true.
Bahamas, Duke, peeing on trees.
Yeah.
Pulling up to Topgolf. Like, there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, truly, truly, truly.
If I hadn't been, like, leaving church with my parents, I would have been like, hey, want to go to Topgolf around 7? Like, at approximately 7 p.m.
7
no
sharp.
No reason.
No, why 7? No reason.
I like that's such a funny time to be like, pull up at 7.
At 7.
Like, why not 10? I would have expected like 9 or 10.
Little later. Why are you going at?
Maybe he likes to go to bed early. Maybe he's responsible like that.
Sure. We can think that.
Because, you know, Topgolf time is only usually like 2 hours. So, you know.
I'm sure that.
A respectable 9 p.m. Go home to Fayetteville. Take the 20-minute drive back.
Sure.
In bed by 10.
Maybe.
Maybe even 9:30.
Maybe he had homework. Who knows?
Yeah. Next time he posts that, I'll send it to you and be like, hey, Topgolf at 7? Let's do it.
Let's do it. It's so funny.
Yeah, all love, dude, but you gotta be careful out there, man.
Yeah. For your safety.
Yeah. Anyways, which one should we talk about next?
Big news. Cam Little declared for the draft. We are losing Arkansas's highest scorer from the 2023 football season.
We're losing Rocket Sanders.
Yeah.
He's transferring.
Yeah.
He just entered yesterday.
Talks of KJ transferring.
Wouldn't be surprised. He told me yesterday, he's like, yeah, I just saw Rocket yesterday and asked him if he was going to transfer, and he said no. And I was like, you put the idea in his head.
Yeah, it was you, actually.
It was your fault. Yeah, he was like, yeah, he told me he wasn't. Rocket, well, you little liar. Raheem, using your full government name. Don't know your middle name, but Raheem Sanders. Yeah. Why would you do that? I mean, I know why, but like come on, man.
Yeah, we're losing Cam. Although I expected it.
I wonder where Cam's gonna end up. What NFL teams need kickers right now? I know the Chiefs and Bengals are set.
Yeah.
Watch them go to your beloved Giants.
My Giants just got a kicker though.
Oh. I hope he doesn't end up at the Jets.
Oh. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody.
Sadly, I hope he goes to Denver just so he can be with Drew.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
I feel like the Washington football team, I don't like calling them the Commanders, have
the football team.
Yeah, that was such a better name. But anyways, I feel like they have a lot of Razorbacks. Maybe Cam shouldn't end up there.
They do. Every time the Instagram posts the Pro Hog matchups are who's
there's
playing.
3 or 4.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll be interested to see. If I can, I'll pick them for fantasy. Because my kicker's not doing too hot. So
who is your kicker?
I don't even know. Let's look. Or he's not doing bad. But
he's not the best.
Cade can do better. I also
Cade?
Or not Cade, sorry. Cade's the kicker for the Giants that I was made me think about. Cam can do better.
We know of a lot of Cades.
Yes. Jake Elliott. He plays for the Eagles.
Nice.
He's not doing bad.
They could be better.
But there's 8 people in my fantasy league. And I picked 8. So
who's your quarterback now that Joe's
out? We have Jared Goff and Geno Smith.
Interesting.
Yes, which is who I was left to. Well, I had Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Before when I had Burrow, and then Geno was the best option out of who was left because no one else had to switch out quarterbacks in my league. So he's been playing fine. Give me my points, doing whatever I need to do. So yeah, but we took a hit when Burrow got out. I was scrambling.
But yeah, poor Arkansas.
We're gonna miss Cam.
We're a basketball school. We're a baseball school. We're everything but football school. But there's light.
But I know
that is named Bobby Petrino.
Yeah, homie is back, and I truly am.
No neck braces this time, I hope.
Yes, but I truly am excited to see if he can improve,
fix
Arkansas football. Yeah,
I feel like. I don't know. People are mad about us rehiring him because they're like, it's embarrassing because he's disgraced. It's like, okay, it's been a decade.
Well, the thing is,
he's been good everywhere else he's been.
We didn't fire him because he performed badly at Arkansas. No. We fired him because he lied about extramarital affairs
and hiring someone against affirmative action.
Yeah,
but I don't know. He was hiring a woman.
Yeah. Honestly, you gotta look at both sides.
Yeah.
Women in sports.
We need more women in sports. That's one way to get them. Not saying it's the best way, but it's a way.
I truly think he will help.
Yeah. I think the team will be a lot better. And we just got a new O-line coach.
Mm-hmm. And
who apparently was really good at Baylor, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got Sam for this 2024 season, so hopefully with some different coaching staff, some better coaching staff, we can turn it around.
I am, as always, overly optimistic for next year's football season.
Delusional, if you will.
But it's December. We've got a while.
We've
got like the length of a pregnancy before football comes back. So
yeah, literally.
Imagine if someone people are gonna have babies in August, but you know what I mean? It's like an Arkansas fan. They're like, "Oh, our baby's gonna be here just in time for football season."
I mean, it's important to know. You gotta plan it. Gotta buy your baby headphones.
True. It pains me to see children, like young children and toddlers, without the little baby headphone earmuff
some
things.
Ear protection. Especially at basketball games.
Yeah. If you brought your child to the Duke game, I hope they had like at least the little loop earphones, or like put some AirPods in that kid's ears.
Something. There's
like, gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I don't remember if I talked about it on here. I don't think I did, because I think we haven't filmed since then. But like, I saw someone carrying their child right in front of the band section.
Yes.
Right as they started playing. This kid is like
covering his
doing
ears.
this, and I'm like, put some headphones on that baby.
Like, homie, they can still hear it through the headphones. It's okay. Protect your children's ears.
Please. Yeah, no. Crazy to me. But not my kid, so I guess I don't have a say.
So fair.
Yeah. But hopeful for Bobby.
See if we can turn it around.
Yes. Speaking of college football, I saw this guy on TikTok. Have you seen this guy? Who he like finds ways to walk onto the field at different like college football stadiums. I
don't think so.
He popped up on my For You page the other day, and I went and like watched a bunch of his to be like, what the heck?
Obviously.
He just like goes to college campuses and like sees if there's any doors open. Like, he doesn't break it, like truly break in. He always like looks to just see if there's open entrances, and then he'll just go in, and then he'll just like find unlocked and open doors and find ways to just get to the field at different stadiums. And sometimes, there are a few times where he's like gotten caught, obviously, but there are a couple times where it's like his previous ones have gotten so viral that people know who he is.
Yeah.
So he'll get caught, but then they'll be like, but we'll take you like on a tour as long as you don't make us look bad. Yeah. Like, we'll take you on a tour. You just
as long as you stop showing people how to break into our stadium.
But I want this dude so bad to try Arkansas, because they keep that thing under lock and key.
They keep that thing locked up.
Like, Oklahoma's easy. As far as I know, Oklahoma keeps their stadium open like all the time. So there was no problem there.
Yeah.
He did it at like Georgia Tech.
No, like, Arkansas keeps theirs locked, and
he was at Ohio State the other day.
And people have like offices. Staff goes in there and out of there all the time, but they're scanning their little ID things to get in there. Like, those doors are not just unlocked.
Right. Yeah, no, I really want. I don't remember his name. I'll have to find him again. But come to Arkansas, bro. I want to see you do it.
Even like the cleaning crew that comes in for the stadium, they have little ID things that they have to swipe to get in.
Yeah.
Like, Arkansas doesn't play with their grass.
Yeah. Oh, no, they do not. They don't even play with the practice field grass. Because we weren't allowed to touch it when we played soccer one time, / frisbee. They were like, you better stay on the turf. You cannot touch the grass. And we're like, it's grass. Y'all tear it up with your cleats. So I don't understand why
it really grows back.
It's
a renewable
9
resource.
People could use our regular shoes on this grass, but whatever.
It's fine.
But yeah, no. It just like is mind baffling that he's able to just do it.
Walk into
like but he also sometimes he'll be like, okay, made it to the field. Let's see if I can get to the nosebleeds now. And he'll just find his way up there. Doesn't get caught. It's crazy.
I also think though, if you just like wear some Nike gear of the team and walk confidently enough, there's enough people
think
that are on staff that like don't know everybody that wouldn't think.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as he's not like walking around talking on his phone, filming for the most part. I mean, he when he passes a bunch of people.
Yeah, but he doesn't even really like talk into it that much. He'll just like give little updates. He'll be like, okay, I made it here.
Yeah.
And like that's all he'll be like, okay, now let's see if I can make it over there. Like, yeah, I don't know. Crazy. But I really want to see him try to do it at Arkansas
Yeah.
Stadium because it would get shut down.
Field, and then I want to see him get into
the clubs.
Yeah, on the opposite end zone of the student section.
Oh yeah.
That whatever that's called. They changed the name of it, I thought.
Or the bar or the like that's on top?
No,
the new one or the little boxes?
Little boxes.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
not the Cardinal Club because that's the one that's on the south end zone.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what it's called. I'm not rich enough to know what it's called, so it doesn't faze me.
But yeah, it's just crazy to me.
Yeah, no.
So, just thought. But yeah, also, Joe was playing offensive coordinator on Monday night. Didn't get to watch the game because I was at the basketball game. But I was getting like updates and stuff. Yeah. And I saw he was wearing the waffle sweatshirt.
You were 20.
And I was like, I have that sweatshirt. Oh my gosh. So I wore it Tuesday.
We're twins.
Yeah. And I was talking to someone in the hyper and they were like, oh, I saw your Bengals had a big win. And I was like, barely. But yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, apparently Joe was a little sneaky with his little play calling.
There you go.
Because I guess they like went for it on 4th down or something. People were like, why would Zach Taylor do that? And they're like, Joe Burrow definitely called that. Yeah. Like, Joe's like, if I can't play, we're just going to go crazy.
He really said, I got some control issues, and if I'm not out on the field, I'm controlling what the field's going to do.
He's got a little headset on.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the iPad. His poor little hand is just in the cast. I like that he went to the UFC fight the other day, and he just, like, got his little hand taking pictures. Someone was like, I saw, it was on my Explore page or something, and there was a picture of him at the UFC with someone in the comments. There's someone like, he looks so tired. Yeah, he just had surgery and he can't play football. Like, his job. He's probably tired.
Oh, he's not slowing down, though. He's like, well, my hands hurt, but it's not going to stop me from doing what I love.
But it's also crazy. He's like, I guess I'll just go to Vegas and then come back to call this game.
Yeah. He's like, I don't have to really be well rested. I'm not playing.
Yeah. Like, all right, bro. Good for you.
You do you.
I do think it's funny that he likes fighting because he's such a, like,
non-violent person.
Calm. Yeah. Like, I mean, when you see him get mic'd up or whatever, like, he obviously gets hyped during games. Right. But, like, in everyday life, when you just see stuff about him, he's always just like, yeah, I've been playing Nintendo. Like, I wonder if he's able to game with his wrist. Because it was probably, I think it was this tendon, so I don't know if he'd be able to, like, do his thumb.
Not. I mean, but I'm sure there's a game you can play with just one hand, you know?
I hope so. That's
or maybe he's pulling out
he got the
Wii Mario with the wheel.
Nintendo Switch cart. No, he's playing Switch Sports and he's just playing tennis with his left hand. Yeah, because if anyone could, it would be him. He's
calling it hand-eye coordination.
Yeah,
as part of his recovery.
He's playing the Switch Sports Golf, where you don't have to move your wrist; you're just moving your whole body.
He's using the Wii Sports Resort. He's playing the little sword fighting game.
Yeah. I'm sure he's keeping himself entertained somehow.
I'm sure he's fine.
It's just funny.
Yeah.
Poor guy. I wish he had picked a more fun cast color, though. Why not orange for your team? It's usually neon. That's even more fun. Because then, if you're trying to call a play using hand signals, which I don't know how.
I don't know how you're doing signals, that,
but you know, they could be like, hey, here's my neon orange arm.
They would find you.
You know where to find me. Yeah.
So he would not be lost in the crowd.
He wouldn't have to wear a hat.
No.
He did wear a hat the other day. Good for him. But like he could just wave his arm around and they'd know.
It's like a beacon, like a lighthouse.
Yeah. Just saying.
You know, food for thought for the next time. You know.
Bam. Wow.
Right on time.
I know. Look at us.
Too good.
But yeah, no, just all kinds of fun.
Yes.
When is the next basketball game? Next week, perhaps?
Mayhaps. Perchance.
Perchance. You can't just say perchance.
Perchance? Load.
We could have talked about our Spotify Wrapped. I didn't think about it.
I didn't do. Our next one is this Saturday. Well, it's in Tulsa.
Yeah, the OU one.
Our next, and then we have the one in Little Rock on the 16th. And then we're back in Bud Walton on the 21st, playing Abilene Christian.
Sick.
So
I love that game because everyone wears Christmas stuff. Abilene Christian is not green, right? They're purple.
No, they're purple. You are good.
Sick. I'll wear my red bucket hat.
There you go.
But I gotta wear my green cat sliding down.
And then we're home on the 30th again, and January 6th we play Auburn at home.
Yeah, when people ask me where I was January 6th, I could say Bud Walton Arena.
And then we're away at Georgia, and then away at Florida, and then the 16th, Texas A&M
first SEC game
comes back, yeah, and then South Carolina, and then we're at Ole Miss, and then Kentucky here, and then we're at Missouri, and then we're at Louisiana.
Arkansas is early this year.
I know. And then Georgia comes here. Oh, Tennessee comes here too. And then we're away at Mississippi State, and then we're away again at A&M, and then Missouri's here, Vanderbilt's here, and then we're at Kentucky. Then LSU is here. That'll be a good game.
Yeah, I feel like the Tennessee one will be interesting too.
Mm-hmm. And then we're away at Alabama, and then SEC tournament, and then NCAA.
I saw there was like the March Madness team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, it was NCAA people.
Yeah.
But they posted on the March Madness account. We're at some Duke game the other day, and it was like, other than your team, who do you think would be the national champions this year? And all these people were like, well, it's still going to be Duke, which, okay, y'all lost to Arkansas. Someone said Arkansas, though, and I was like, yeah. Other people were like, probably Purdue. Okay, well, they lost to us, too, so.
We did it.
Yeah. And then, who else were people saying? Someone said, like, Stanford, and I was like, no. Like, what are you talking about?
No.
Creighton, someone said. They were like, I think they've got it in the bag.
Honestly, if they won, I would be like, you know what?
Good for them, I guess.
Fair.
But, yeah, no. Arkansas. What if the championship ends up being Duke and Arkansas 30 years later? That would kind of be crazy.
That'd be wild.
That'd be kind of
cool.
But I feel like then Duke would try to be on like a revenge tour against Arkansas. But
I don't know. I think
we're up 3 wins and 2 losses against them. Let's make it 4.
Yeah,
let's make it 4.
Go ahead, beat them again.
For the national championship.
That'd be crazy.
I know. Imagine going to that game.
Oh, it'd be.
I wonder where it's going to be this year.
Expensive. I don't know.
See.
Do they have locations out yet?
I don't know. NCAA.
I feel like they have to know just because the way they split it up with the regions, and they have like 4 different places until you get
2024. It will be in Glendale, Arizona. Interesting location choice.
Let's see.
I like that this is the Little Caesars Arena.
Oh, they got one going Dallas, American Airlines Center.
No games on my birthday this year. Sad. I like it when they play on my birthday.
That is pretty cool.
Especially if Arkansas plays, because they have one on my birthday before, and that was a good day. Pepperdine.
Yeah.
Interesting place to host. So when is Arkansas going to host a tournament game?
Yo, that'd be
That would be
wild.
so fun. We got to host the women's NIT, but it's not the same.
Yeah, but the parking.
Oh, it would be awful.
Everyone would have to move their cars.
We would just be walking from my apartment at that point.
It would be,
or taking the bus from Lot 99.
Every student, every freshman that lived on campus would have to move their car to 99.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be awful.
But yeah, this says that the Final Four will be at Arizona State. Interesting. Oh, they've got up till 2030 locations. Dang, okay. Interesting.
Right. Do it at
in a stadium?
Well, yeah, look, they got AT&T on there too.
That's crazy. Hosted by the entire Big 12 conference is crazy. But wow. Imagine, I don't know, I feel like having a basketball game in a stadium though, like you're so far away.
Yeah, you're not.
Because it's not like they're setting up chairs around the court.
They
probably.
might.
I mean, yeah, but I guess it'd be hard to see, wouldn't it?
When Arkansas plays in Little Rock, they put chairs around the court because the court's smaller than like the ground that they have
Interesting.
in Simmons Bank.
Maybe then.
They're really expensive. They're like classified as like courts. They're like a step down from courtside, but
yeah, but still.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Huh.
Creighton's hosting a first and second round.
Yeah.
Interesting. Do Kent's. Salt Lake City.
Vivint
Interesting.
Smart Home Arena. I have a Vivint.
Nice. Yeah, interesting. Let Arkansas host something, please.
Honestly, it would be kind of cool.
It'd be fun. Maybe.
Perhaps.
The traffic, maybe
chance.
not. Where would people stay?
I don't
The Graduate.
Maybe, yeah.
That hotel next to where I live.
Yeah.
There really aren't that many hotels in Fayetteville, I feel like.
Well, there's a whole clump of them. Weddington and the interstate.
Oh, yeah, true. I forgot about that.
And there's another clump.
People maybe would stay in Rogers.
Yeah.
MLK.
Or like off of the little corner, MLK and the interstate again. There's like another clump. They're not as nice hotels.
Oh, yeah.
But there's those.
Interesting.
Well,
we need some better hotels down here, I guess. Everyone's just going to go stay in the Embassy Suites in Rogers.
No, literally.
At that point, you might as well.
Loosen up traffic for us that are actually in Fayetteville. It might work out well.
But yeah. Anyways. Fun times.
Yeah, that's all we got. Go be a world-class athlete.
Go world-class athlete. Whoa.
Ooh.
Go be a world-class athlete. Bye.
Yeah. Woo.